Welcome back to Before Crypto. Today we have a special guest, Dano Crypto. Dano, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic before crypto, Bjorn. I'm trying to keep saying your name over and over so I can really get it, but I'm doing very well, man.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. I wanted to find out from you. I've been watching your channel for quite a while, and I was really interesting to find out how did you come across, or how was your entry in the crypto industry? Maybe you can share it with us. How did you
Yeah,
first get involved in the crypto industry?
yeah. So I knew a little bit about crypto and maybe just Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin during the times where in the pandemic COVID years where we were all on our phones, we are all like trying to do all these different online things. And I think a lot of people were looking at cryptocurrency on Robinhood. So I was checking the prices on there. I remember seeing Bitcoin. It was like at the time, I think at like $8,000 or something like that, and might even been a little cheaper than that during the 2020 times. But my friend was telling me, hey, you should check into should look into Bitcoin. But at the time, a lot of people were fearful. They were trying to hold on to as much money as they could. We were getting stimulus checks in and stuff like that. And I was thinking, oh, it'd be so cool to like try and invest like a lot of that money into cryptocurrency, but ultimately made the choice to buy food and resources instead. So after coming out of those years and coming into 2021, that was where we started to see the prices like going into the bull market. So that was where I started to really see the potential of cryptocurrency, and I started watching crypto YouTube. Started watching Ivan on Tech. I started watching 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗄𝗏. Started watching Carl from the Moon, 𝗥𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I started, and then in watching 𝗥𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I found Da Vinci. So I know you've worked with Da Vinci. You told me a little bit about your background in doing his German crypto videos. So I
Yeah.
started watching all that, and I started like dollar cost averaging and starting to learn how to just use crypto. I was using different exchanges. I downloaded Coinbase, I downloaded um Voyager, and sadly, I got into a position where I used a platform that ended up going bankrupt. So during all the Black Swan events of FTX and Three Arrows Capital, Terra Luna, I fell victim to the not your keys, not your crypto scenario. So I think ultimately, in all of this, I wanted to make a YouTube and teach people like about crypto, because I feel like a lot of people getting into crypto, it's kind of a hard entry. It's a little confusing. I think people ultimately get a little scared about crypto because they told it's a scam or you can lose all your money, it's very volatile. And not that that's not true, but I think what ultimately I want to educate people and use my platform to be able to say, hey, I've made these mistakes, this is how you can navigate this market, and it's how you can move forward and not miss the boat on one of the biggest like emerging technologies in the world. So that's honestly why I'm in it, and why I think it's something that I want to implement in my career and what I do. And yeah, it's kind of a long-winded answer, but
Yeah, that's definitely great. What would be your number one advice to like safeguard your crypto in these times at the moment?
don't have all your crypto in one spot. Dear Lord, I had most of my crypto in Voyager, in the Voyager app. And as quick as news started to break that things were looking really bad, the platform shut down. And so what these platforms will do is they will temporarily suspend withdrawals, deposits, and if you have all of your crypto in one spot, that means you that's it. That they're you are in the mercy
You're vulnerable, yeah.
of a crypto brokerage, essentially, where you don't have the access. So that happened with Celsius customers. That happened with a lot of different platforms, and Voyager was one of them. So my suggestion is that you just need to have your crypto spread out, and you don't want to really hold them on exchanges unless you're trading. Unless you're trading and buying and selling, you really want to just like have something on a wallet. Like you want to have a self-custodial wallet, whether it's, you know, you're holding it in a MetaMask or a Trust wallet, or you hold it in a hard wallet, like a cold storage wallet, where you have it on like a Treasure or a what's the other one? Can't think of it. Treasure, or I can't think of the other one, but yeah, just any kind of like, you know, hard wallet, because there's a bunch of different ones now where you can do biometric, and it's so that would be my suggestion, is just you don't want to have all your crypto in one spot, because that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah, I think that's very important to spread it out.
Yeah.
So we made a video on your channel about gaming. Can you tell me your top 3 gaming coins you have at the moment, or that you would recommend for my viewers?
Well, so with crypto gaming, you got the studios, you got the actual games themselves. And so you can kind of choose your trading strategy or what you're wanting to invest in and hold based on market cap or based on usability. So if you go by how many people are using a game or using NFTs that are linked with the game, then that's kind of where I personally would go. So that list can actually change pretty quickly and over time of what's becoming more of the popular narrative. And so to share my screen and kind of go into what I think is the companies that and studios to look out for, would be 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗄𝗋. It was called 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗄𝗋, but now it's 𝗦𝗲𝗄𝗋. So IMX, and then Render. So Render is an interesting one as well. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. Gala and Engine Coin. And then there's another one. I think it was 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗄𝗋. So Vulcan Forge is they make
that one is a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. And then I think this is another one, the Yield Games, YGG. And
I think Nakamoto Games is also going to be, because they have like small play to earn games. I think they also have some legs in the future, definitely.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that, but that's definitely one that I will do some research on. But so one that I've kind of had in my list for a little while is actually Mines of _𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. So Mines of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏 actually has like active users, and they have people playing. It was like actually really popular in the bull market. Saw a really great valuation of price just for the fact that it was a game that worked, it looked good, and it had an ecosystem. It's still in the list. I think the fact that it's still kind of still up there proves that it's doing something still. But the one that I have kind of kept in the background and I've thought about is Star Atlas. So that's another big grand project that's almost kind of like it's real-time strategy. It's got all these governance and ecosystem to tokenomics and things that are inside the game that kind of builds on this giant ecosystem of like worldly exploration and travel and stuff like that, like through space. So I'm trying to think of what's a game.
Great, definitely.
Yeah, what's the game that we compare it to? The Star Atlas. It's like a real-time space strategy game. It's a real popular one. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Let's go with not StarCraft. It's not like StarCraft, but it's something different.
Star Wars?
No. Not Star Wars, but yeah, it's like I can't think of it right now, but the fact is that these crypto games are kind of taking what's already worked and what's been really popular and it's had a lot of players, and they're trying to turn it into a blockchain based system to where they can actually have their players benefit from playing the game. So I think, and obviously, we have Axie Infinity. I think Axie Infinity might actually, in terms of market cap, it still has a huge market cap, and it's still above all of these projects that are new and still, are kind of like new in the space. And so I think that when the NFT market comes back, the bull market comes back, Axie Infinity still has a good chance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it has like a big community, and it was proven over the last bull run, they had a quite big run. So actually, like projects that have like a big community base, that is a good indicator to also look at a different project or a coin when there's a big community behind it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a factor to consider.
Yeah, and you can see here that we had some massive price movements when we were in the bull market. So, you know, $157, and now we're sitting at $4. But what's interesting though is that when we pumped again in 2022, and that where Bitcoin was at 40,000 range, it was actually managed to get up into the $70 range. But since and if you look at all altcoins, they all look like this. Every single altcoin looks like this from this point. If you go from this point, March 2022, literally every single coin looks like this. It just goes. So that's what's interesting, is that like if you pick the right coins, your potential of even just doing an easy 5x or a 10x or even a 20x is there. You just have to look at the chart from these points of where we had the our 2021 bull run, and
Definitely.
then our fake out bull run in 2022, when we were like, it's going to go to 100K, and then it went to 16, So yeah, that's the kind of just my
so
two
we're actually near the bottom
on the gaming.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look at the charts like this, we are at the bottom. I mean, even though if we are going down another 10-15%, if we're going to see this massive move in the start of the bull run, it's going to be nothing. This 10% lower or higher, you're like buying literally the lows or literally the bottom at the moment.
It's wild. I mean, if we were to take a measurement from where we're at right now and just go up to our highs, it's 188% move, and that's just for Bitcoin. So if we get
just for Bitcoin,
and that's just for Bitcoin going from where we are right now to that was a little off. We go here. It's more like 150. More like 150. I think it's more more accurate. But just any of those moves with Bitcoin, and it's the potential is just insane. It's really insane for a lot of these projects, because like you said, we are pretty much at the bottom. I mean, we like all the altcoins are down 90%, 100%, like from their recent new highs. So
all-time high,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And at some coins, with all these gaming coins, you have an easy 50x towards the all-time high. Like for 𝗥𝗲𝗹, for instance, 𝗥𝗲𝗹 is a 50x from where it's now to the all-time high. And it's like crazy.
Yeah. And then there's something, and it's just not related to crypto gaming, but I think it's just a narrative that we're just going to have to watch out for. And it's Doge, and Doge for 𝗥𝗲𝗹 payments. That's what, that's, I think, what we're going to see here soon. Sorry, my computer is lagging a little bit. Let's see if it'll, all right, I just want to pull up the Doge chart, because, in this Doge chart, I've pointed out in some of my videos, I don't know if you watched I have a couple Doge videos, but I mentioned about where if you look at the Google Trends on Doge, there's big spikes at two different points. And both of the spikes were when Elon Musk went on SNL. Yeah, he went on SNL to talk about Dogecoin, and then the other spike was when it was Twitter, they changed the logo to the Doge logo. Not the Dogecoin logo, but just a Shiba Inu. They put the Shiba Inu as the logo. Yeah. So for me, if you look at the timeline, there's going to be another spike. It's almost like it's timed perfect. So we're right when we see another spike. And I think that spike in a Google trend for Doge is going to be when they announce payment system being launched, and Dogecoin is for sure going to be one of those. I mean, I will bet on it. That's that Doge, Ethereum, and Bitcoin will be one of those.
Definitely. And that spike is going to be a little bit bigger than the previous ones.
Yeah. And I think and we see these pumps, with that news and with that narrative. So And this, I think right here, when we saw this move, that was October 2022. I can't remember exactly when what news happened right here, but we had a massive move here. So, and that was the last massive move that we had for Dogecoin. And this is just looking on the weekly. But yeah, so we definitely have some movements here coming up pretty soon that I think will bring us into, that's what it was. Yeah, 21% there. That was our last big move for Doge. And yeah, I think we really have to look out for Elon. I think Elon's our secret weapon. What do you think?
Definitely. I also think that the integration will be like big. And I also think he will integrate Dogecoin. Definitely.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to be a catalyst that is coming very soon, because if you look at the charts, September normally was a quite bearish month. And if we look at the time frames, October, November, December, these are actually quite good months in the crypto industry. And especially during the halving years. So next year, we're going to have the halving. Normally, it's going to be a great move.
Yeah, so here I love looking at this chart. This chart right here is from CoinGlass, and this is Bitcoin monthly returns on the percentage and of so we got, you can see here, like you just said, analysis. We got more green months in October, November, and December, and this was in 2017. But then if we look at 2020, even in 2020, off the recovery, we had nice green months. 2021, we had 40% on October compared to 2020, and October for 2022 was a little weak because obviously we had that kind of terrible end of the year. But I'm seeing a pattern here. Do you see a pattern? I see green, red, green was supposed to be green going through here, and then now I want to see some green right here.
Definitely, and it also coincides with the halving years, because in 2020 it was pre-halving. And we had like 3 consecutive green months, and also before. So yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And that's also what is very important at the moment, that the people don't have to run away from the crypto industry, buy the dip, and that's what you should do at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, but definitely, guys, if you want to find out more about crypto gaming, definitely go over to CryptoDano's channel, because we made an awesome video over there. So go over, check it out, and smash up the like button, and definitely subscribe to Dano Crypto.
I would say thank you guys for watching, and please smash up the like button. It's our currency for YouTube and for the algorithm. And I just want to say, if you've made mistakes in crypto, it's okay. Don't quit. Don't get discouraged. In financial markets and investing in general, it's sometimes the barrier to entry is a little hard. You get discouraged, but I think if you stick with a plan, that's the most important thing, is that you have a plan and you stick to it. But you have to be able to know when your strategy needs to change. Your plan can have some minor nuances, but I think ultimately your strategy sometimes has to be changed, and you have to move with the markets, but execute your plan. Figure out what you want to do, and that's where I think you can be successful in the crypto markets, especially when it's volatile. So I would just say DCA and don't quit.
Definitely. Nicely said. And smash up the like button, and go over to Dano Crypto channel and subscribe to his channel. Thank you for being on my channel, and we see each other in the next video.